in our show one way or another. We are also recording so that we can put this on our Facebook page for anyone that's not here. And yeah, so Spring Sing 2021 is going to be presented virtually on Friday, May 21st. We are so excited about the opportunity to lead it this year. I was a talent director my freshman year and then got to perform both in Poly and then virtually last year. And I can tell you with full certainty that being a part of Spring Sing is one of the most exciting things you can do with your time at UCLA. If you are an artist, if you're interested in producing a show in any way, shape, or form, if you're a comedian, if you're part of any other art medium, this is the show for you. We have been around for a very, very long time, and we are excited to be continuing the legacy that is Spring Sing. And here today, you'll get to find out how you could possibly be a part of that. So that's really exciting. And we have our vision statement right here. So Spring Sing 2021 strives to create an inclusive and intersectional platform for the global UCLA community to share their experiences through music, comedy, dance, and art. Carrying the legacy of UCLA's oldest and greatest musical tradition, Spring Sing is continuously evolving to better facilitate, support, and embrace the creative capacity of the student body. Closing out a difficult year, our show aims to celebrate the collective joy, struggles, and resilience of our Bruin communities through a dynamic interdisciplinary art experience. We hope this show serves as a powerful source of both communal catharsis and celebration as our Spring Sing artists show us the way towards a hopeful future. So hopefully some of you watching right now are going to be those artists that show us towards this hopeful future that we're so excited to sort of show and present in our show May 21st. I should also introduce myself. My name is Bella Stenval. I'm the executive director. You're going to get to hear from a lot of other awesome people on our committee. So thank you again for being here with us. The history of Spring Sing. So just so you know, right before the close of World War II, a few fraternities at UCLA came up with the novel idea of serenading sorority sisters. Although a seemingly simple task, the critical question soon arose: who was best? The challenge was proposed and the challenge was accepted. A book of rules was drawn, and in 1945, the first Spring Sing competition was held in Royce Hall Auditorium. Thus, a tradition was born. The competition quickly grew in size and caliber, and over time welcomed a variety of groups to participate. Eventually, the audience exceeded 15,000 people and filled the Hollywood Bowl and later Poly Pavilion. Now the tradition continues annually as Bruins all over the world join together to celebrate a night of impressive and impactful works, bonding over music, dance, comedy, and UCLA culture. So if you've seen the show in recent years, it's definitely evolved quite a bit since it was just fraternity serenade sorority sisters. But as you can see, this show has been around for a very, very, very long time.
Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Saluki and I'm so excited to be the assistant director this year for Spring Sing. So moving forward, Spring Sing has grown to incorporate a diverse number of acts and performers who consistently dazzle the UCLA audience and continue to elevate Spring Sing as UCLA's most beloved musical tradition. And it's really cool because this year is going to mark the 35th Spring Sing since the UCLA Alumni Association adopted it. So we're super excited about that. And it's cool that we have this virtual format because it allows us to reach out to more viewers. Alumni can see it, incoming students can see it. And last year we actually had 18,000 viewers. So you all have the unique opportunity to continue on and revolutionize our oldest and greatest musical tradition as talent, company, or production. And perform for an audience of celebrity judges, entertainment professionals, and our global Bruin community. And then just some important dates and things to keep in mind. Applications will be submitted online at this link over here. And mark down that talent and company applications are due on Friday, January 15th at 12 p.m. And production crew applications are due by Friday, January 29th by midnight. And please keep Wednesday, February 10th available. That's going to be the all-cast Spring Sing welcome meeting. Next.
Hi everyone, I'm one of your talent directors this year, Karina Maciel. Hi, I'm another one of your talent directors. I'm Haley Mark.
And hi, I'm the third one, Michaela Labasso.
So we're going to tell you a little bit about how you're going to audition for Spring Sing this year. To clarify, this year your application is your audition. And there's 6 different categories you can be a part of. You can be a soloist, you can be in a duet, a band, an a cappella group, dance, and interdisciplinary. So if you're a solo or duet act, you can have 1 to 2 participants. There's a 3-minute time limit for the song you sing, and you have to sing a single original song. If you're part of a band, you can have 3 to 15 participants, and you have a 4-minute time limit, and you also still have to have a single original song. And as for a cappella, you can have 3 to 40 participants with a 4-minute time limit, and it has to be a single song again. Medleys are okay, but you can't have any breaks in between the songs.
Hi, I get the honor of introducing our 2 newest categories. There's dance this year, which can have 1 to 40 participants, and you actually be 3-minute time limit. And the judging will have an emphasis on choreography, creativity, and storytelling. Another new category is interdisciplinary, which has the most like wiggle room out of all the categories. You can have 2 to 35 participants, and you can get as creative as you want. There's a 4-minute time limit. It's open to all large groups on campus, and judging will have an emphasis on creativity, visual appeal, and collaboration. So here are some rules and regulations. Who can perform? We are letting in undergraduate students, graduate students, and UCLA extension students, with at least half of your group fitting one of those categories. And the lead performer must be a current UCLA undergraduate or graduate student, and an organization, group, or individual can only be performing once per category, with an individual being in a maximum of 2 acts in the Spring Sing show. And members of Spring Sing Company already have a great job and are ineligible to participate in the talent category. And of the people who can perform, and what you can perform songs that weren't performed in the last 5 years, and you can see that in the moratorium at the end of the package that we'll put on the alumni website. And you must perform original songs if you're a singer, duet, in bands. No covers are permitted. And if you're a solo and duet act, the songs you use in your audition must be the songs you plan to perform in Spring Sing.
Alrighty, so as Haley said, your application is going to be your audition. So here's some more specifics about that. So for solo and duets, you have to submit an audition tape with the finalized song that you intend to perform in the show. And for larger groups, we understand that it's not as easy to get together and make an act just because of all the restrictions. So if you're in a large group and you cannot make an act that's performance ready, please send us an old performance tape that closely aligns with your Spring Sing vision. If you can make an act, that would be preferable, but we obviously understand and we're going to be very lenient with stuff like that. So, and once we get all our acts in, you're going to be assigned a production crew or a graphic artist, motion artist to help make your vision come to life. So there's going to be 2 steps. The first is going to be the application, and the second is going to be the interview. So acts are going to be contacted Friday, January 22nd, if they've been selected for a callback interview, and the chosen acts will interview before admittance into the show. It's going to be a 15-minute interview, so please arrive on time or a little bit early. Interviews are going to be conducted over Zoom, and we're going to talk to you and ask you about your performance, and how it's going to coincide with a digital platform. If you don't show up for your interview, we will take it on a case-by-case basis, but it's up to us to decide if you get another one. And just to reiterate some important dates, applications are due January 15th with an audition video at 12 p.m. Callback notifications go out by January 22nd. Talent callbacks will be held on Zoom between January 25th and January 28th. And final talent notifications go out February 1st. If you're accepted, there's going to be an all cast February 10th. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. We're happy to help and answer.
All right, and now we're going to have Caroline Pernick talk a little bit about her experience with Spring Sing. She performed both virtually last year and has performed in person in the past. So she's going to tell you a little bit about her experience and why she's still very interested in Spring Sing even though it's online.
Oh my God, thanks, Haley. My name is Caroline. I am a senior this year, and I had the chance my freshman year to perform in a duet and also with Scattertones, my a cappella group, and then also performed virtually last year. Spring Sing is easily the best thing I've done at UCLA. It kind of formed and like shaped my entire 4 years after my freshman year, which was amazing. And I met a lot of people, and there's a lot of people in like SAA and in Spring Sing that have been my dearest friends now for like 4 years. So one thing, obviously it'll be a little different virtually, but still, I mean, seeing people's faces here, like there's so many incredible connections that can come out of Spring Sing. The opportunity to perform alongside your peers, whether it's in person or online, is something that is so unique to Spring Sing, especially when you're performing next to people you've never met before and who are all putting out original, beautiful, beautiful pieces, as well as like dance groups, a cappella groups. And I think the biggest thing, like, it gives us something to do right now. And that's what I would say, like, even if you're not going to be in Poly in front of 9,000 people, which like is great, but nobody's doing that right now. So not doing Spring Sing because it's virtual is kind of pointless, because it's not like you're missing out on anything. Why wouldn't you do it? And the opportunity still to work on something, put it together, be part of a performance in this format is really special. A big thing is the celebrity mentorship. That's really, really sick, and something that's really unique to Spring Sing virtually. I'm sure maybe people will talk about this, I don't know. Okay, great. But usually it's just like celebrity judges, oh my God, there's people from The Bachelorette here, so exciting, which is great. But like this year, like now I'm kind of like buddies with Estee Haim, and like because I got to be her mentee, and like now we email, like it's like what? That anyway, that's my answer. Do Spring Sing. You're not missing out on anything by doing it. So why wouldn't you do it? Oh my God, and then we can be friends. Anyway, bye. Thanks.
What's up, everyone? We are so hyped to officially be getting Spring Sing 2021 underway. And thank you so much for being here tonight. We really appreciate you taking the time. My name's Kieran McCarthy. I'm a senior here at UCLA and one of your new company directors.
And hello, my name is Claire Denauer. I am also a senior here at UCLA, and I am the other company director. Can't wait to laugh with you all.
So what exactly is company? That honestly can be a tough question to answer, but my best description is that company is the beating heart of the show. Logistically speaking, it's going to look like 10 to 12 of UCLA's brightest and most hilarious students who will be hosting the show through their comedy sketches and videos. And I think the key to company is bullet point 3 and their ability to capture the Bruin experience. And this year with the online platform, you will all have the opportunity to reach thousands of online viewers.
And beyond.
And beyond.
Awesome. So we got a little clip for you from company last year. So take it away. This is the pinning.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the pinning of Viva, of Omicron, and Owen, of Iota. Do you have your letters?
Viva, you are the most beautiful, caring, amazing woman I have ever met. No one I know makes me laugh and smile as much as you do. You're my best friend and the woman I love.
Owen, you have a rare skin condition. It's called perfection. I think you're the reason God made eyes. If looks could kill, you'd be a weapon of mass destruction.
That's really sweet stuff. Are you ready to be pinned?
I don't think I can wait another second.
Did it happen yet?
Hey, what about the 100-second kiss?
Oh, yeah. You may now kiss the girlfriend.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 29, 30, 52, 53,
67, 68, 69, 70.
So yeah, I hope you love that fun and flirty moment as much as we did. That's a really great representation of a sketch from last year, especially being relevant to the time. And of course, our expectation for company this year is not just going to be producing virtual content. So if you're applying, we don't want you to feel restricted to only creating things that we would produce online. So basically, if you have ideas that you think would be great to film in person, we want to be able to facilitate that to make that happen as safe as possibly. And of course, we'll figure out the logistics when we get there. But overall, our vision for the show is making it as fun and as relevant as possible. So we want you to bring all of y'all's ideas and creativity to life in whatever capacity that we can.
What we're looking for in an applicant is some hilarious individuals. I'm going to highlight a couple of our technical skills that we're looking for. The triple threat / kind of quadruple of acting, writing, filmmaking, and editing. You don't have to have all 4 of those things necessarily, but hopefully you have a couple.
And of course, yeah, so at the end of the day, we're just looking for people who are motivated and enthusiastic and team players who will give it their all, because we know it's hard and exhausting being on Zoom a lot, but we really just want to work with what we have to make this show as exciting as possible, regardless of the circumstances. So we're just here to kind of bounce off of each other and just share that enthusiasm for the show.
Our application process this year is twofold. The first part is going to be a Google form submission, which has 2 main portions. One of those is the getting to know you section. There will be 7 questions. 3 of them we're asking for a written response, and the other 4 we're asking for a video response, only about 1 to 2 minutes. Tons of details on this in our info packet.
Yes, we will supply that, don't you worry. But yeah, and then so from the application, similar to talent, it's going to be used as like your solo audition. So really give it your all, and we're just looking for you guys having fun with it and just seeing your personality shine through. So our group application or our group audition will be happening based off of the applicants that we choose from those solo applications. And we'll be having around 5 people in each group audition, and you'll be doing, we'll be having you look at a past company sketch and then rewriting it and performing it as a group. And then we'll do a little more of a short interview to get to know y'all.
And then I totally forgot to mention the second big part of the application is writing a formal company sketch. Sorry, forgot to say that. But yes, that's very important. Yes, next slide. These are our important dates. The first of which is that the application drops this Friday. And then they're due Friday of week 2, which is January 15th at noon. And you will be notified by January 18th, that's a Monday, whether or not you've been invited back for a group audition. Those will be held on Thursday and Friday of week 3. That's January 21st and 22nd. Keep those in your calendar. And then on January 23rd, you'll be notified if you have been selected. And to wrap up our little portion on company, we have a very special guest. His name is Jacob Cherry. He was on Spring Sing last year, one of our stars, and he's here to tell you a little bit about his experience. So without further ado, Jacob.
Hello. Oh gosh, this is a lot of hype. Yes, hello, I'm Jacob Cherry, and I'm very excited to be here representing company. So yeah, last year was my first year on company, and it was just very exciting. My sister also went here, and she would show me videos of her time, of her experiences with Spring Sing, and she would show me a lot of company videos, and she was like, you should apply for this when you're if you ever go here. And when I did go here, then I had to do it, and I was very glad I did. It was such an amazing experience. Even though, yeah, I was here the year we did it online, and figuring out that new format and making videos for online, and like only videos because we didn't have those in-person live sketches, was still just such a beautiful experience. And you create like such an amazing family when you're with company. It's these people that just enjoy making each other laugh. And I know so many of you guys out there, if you're got that spirit and that positive energy and just want to show what UCLA means to you, this is a great place to do that. And yeah, I think it's just something very special, and it was the highlight of my last year, and it's just really cool. And you never know, so give it a shot. And it's just a beautiful time. And so yeah, I'm more of like an actor and a writer. I don't know how to edit, and I was scared about that. Like, do they need everyone to like know how to do everything or be able to do everything? And they don't. We're creating a team, and all skills are helpful, and don't feel like you're not good enough. I'm really good at this thing, but not everything. Just give it a shot, and we'll be happy to have you. And yeah, go Spring Sing, go Bruins, and I love you all. And yeah, okay, I'm done. Oh, it's hard to follow Caroline.
Thank you, Jacob. Yes, amazing. So apply, because you can work with the wonderful Jacob Cherry and all the other wonderful members of company from last year.
Wow, how awesome. So I am one of the production directors. My name is Diana Lopez.
And my name is Itai Desmansky. I'm the other production director, and we're super excited to be leading our production crew this year. All right, so for those of you wondering what production crew is kind of the combination quarantine version of what used to be stage crew / film crew, and combining those two aspects to make our super awesome, super cool virtual platform. This year, our stage is going to be virtual, right? So that's going to need a crew that's multifaceted, super creative, super talented. And so what we're looking for is a team that can do two things. The first is to document all of our live talent and to be able to film, edit it, and to be able to do sound mixing, all that cool stuff, make our talent look as amazing, sound as amazing, be as funny as they are, and for people to be able to experience that. The second part of production crew is going to be taking all that super awesome, super cool material and putting it on our website. We want our website to be interactive. We want it to be really appealing. We want people to really get a full experience. And so we're going to need animators, graphic designers. Even if you're just good at coding, if you're good at website design, all of that, we need that. This is a super cool part of the show that it's an option for people who aren't just, singers, dancers, artists, to be able to get involved. Yeah, we really just want a team. Experience is beneficial, but we want a team that's flexible, willing to learn and work together and be dedicated. And Diana's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
Great. So this is just some important information that you need to know. So as far as time commitment goes, we will need you to be available during late winter quarter and the entirety of spring quarter up until the show. Especially for video editors, we will need you spring quarter for sure. We will be having bi-weekly meetings or check-ins, either through Zoom or email, just depending on how much work we need to get done and where we're at. But of course, anytime you have questions, we will be here to answer anything you need answered. Most work will be completed independently, so ability to stick to deadlines is a must, but production crew is a team. So being a team player is so crucial. The application is a written application, so a Google form. It just has some fun questions to get to know you, some about commitment and previous experience, anything like that. So important dates. So the application will be due Friday, January 29th at midnight. So it's due a little later than the other applications. Interview notifications will go out the very next day at around late evening, so Saturday, January 30th, and the interviews will be held February 1st to 3rd, so plan accordingly. If you're interested, please apply. This is such an amazing opportunity, both professionally and personally. You don't know where it'll take you and the friendships you'll make, so please apply.
Hey everyone, how's it going? We are your media and outreach directors. My name is Isha Slavin.
And I'm Shannon O'Halloran. As your media and outreach directors, we are basically the faces behind all of SpringSing's social media platforms. So the Instagram posts you keep seeing are us. And our main job is the promotion and production of SpringSing. So why that's important for you guys is as performers, you are required to participate in the promotion of SpringSing, which Isha is going to talk a little bit more about.
Yeah, so as Shannon just said, if you're selected to perform in SpringSing, you're basically required to participate in all the promo and the production of SpringSing. And a lot of different ways that you can do that are listed here, just to go through all of them. You will be involved in the documentary process and in the grassroots marketing for the show, in the changing of the profile pictures and the cover photos, attending welcome meeting, as well as the meetings with the talent and production crews, and meeting all deadlines. And the last one is really important, being super engaged and dedicated to the show.
So this participation is going to constitute about 15% of your overall score the night of the show. So therefore it's super important and plays a large role in the judging and awards process. The score is going to be determined and evaluated by your respective talent directors and is going to be cumulative over your time as a part of SpringSing.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm Aisha.
And I'm Carly, and we are your celebrity engagement directors.
So one of the amazing opportunities you'll have as a performer is to take part in the Celebrity Mentorship Program. And basically what that is that each act is going to be paired with a mentor, and you're going to meet over Zoom or email, whatever that mentor decides, and you'll get career advice and feedback on your performance. And like I said, this is an amazing opportunity. You get targeted advice from a professional in your field that knows what they're talking about. And also you have the potential to have a lasting connection with someone who's like really influential and experienced. And also a plus is that you just get to interact with celebrity, which is cool. But yeah, even if you aren't like going into this like in your future for your career, it's still an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, and kind of how Caroline was mentioning, I know that another one of the talent acts from last year recently reached out to his mentor, Samir Gadia, and wished him a happy birthday. And Samir responded and was more than happy to hop on another call and get caught up with him on what he's up to. So you can definitely form a long-term relationship out of these mentors.
Also, along with celebrity mentors, we're also going to be having celebrity judges, and they'll be giving awards. And so each category is also based judged on certain things. And so for if you're in the solo, duet, or band category, you will be judged on your vocal quality, musicality, and performance. In the a cappella category, it's for vocal quality and performance. For dance, choreography, and performance, and for interdisciplinary category, it will be judged on creativity, choreography, and musicality and performance.
So this criteria will help our judges choose a winner in each of the following categories. So we have Best Solo Duet, Best Band, Best A Cappella, Best Dance, Best Interdisciplinary, Best Company Sketch, so company also gets involved there, Best Overall Entry, and the Bruin Choice Award, which is voted on by the entire Bruin community.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So yeah, we're gonna do the SpringSing art show for the third time this year. We're really excited about it. We really wanna show all different art mediums. So this is just one more way people can express themselves through SpringSing. You could see here our art show from last year. People submitted some really great stuff. But basically, the Spring Sing Art Show is a virtual showcase that serves as another avenue for UCLA to celebrate the diverse talents and stories our campus holds through visual art and digital media. So it's open to all students looking to share their narratives through visual art, and the applications will be due spring quarter. Next slide.
Yes, so our town and company applications are due January 15th at 12 p.m. Put that date in your brain, your memory. Production crew applications are due January 29th at 11:59 p.m. So put those in right before midnight. And all of these applications and info packets are going to be at alumni.ucla.edu/springsing on Friday. And all of the other dates and everything went over will be on the application, on the information packet. And you will also be able to see it in this presentation again, which we are going to post on our Facebook page if you just want to rewatch it over and over and over again. But also just make sure you follow us on our socials. So UCLA Spring Sing on Instagram, UCLA Spring Sing on Facebook, and also our YouTube channel where you can see all of the past years of work. So thank you so much for coming. As you can probably tell, we are so excited about this show. Anyone that's ever been involved in this show in any capacity remains attached to it and has a love for it that goes far beyond UCLA. We have alumni come back every single year that performed in the show, that worked in stage crew, that worked in some aspect of it, and they're still talking about it and attached to it way after graduating from UCLA. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A. I'm gonna stop sharing so you can just look at us in our faces here. And let me answer some of the Q&A. I'm gonna answer this one live. Would you prefer to see an old video that is more polished or a video of the current project that's a work in progress for the application for an a cappella group? Can we submit both? I would say submit both, just give us both of the links. If you have something that's more polished, that is sort of what you want to show as far as your vocal abilities as a group, but you also have a video that's going to show what you're planning on doing, feel free to submit both. We'll look at both of them. We have another one. You're on a cappella team, haven't started learning their song for Spring Sing. Would we be allowed to submit a different song for our audition video than do our actual song for Spring Sing? We would definitely prefer if you could submit the song you're planning to do, but we also understand that for a large a cappella group, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to sort of coordinate all of those by the time of the application. So if by the time you can't have that video available, just give us a write-up about what you're planning on doing, and sort of in the application, it talks about how are you going to adjust to a virtual world. But feel free to do the video that you have if you're not able to do that by time, we understand. For a cappella groups, is it okay if there's only one soloist? Yes, that is okay. We prefer for a cappella groups that we have sort of as many people singing as possible, but if you do have an act that features one soloist, that is also okay. Any part track limit per person, like for a solo project, can I just multi-track myself? Yes. You can absolutely, if your solo performance is you, but you 100 gazillion different times in different keys on top of each other, go crazy. We will work with you as far as production to see what that video would look like if it is a solo act. So maybe think about that, how you want to then put that into a video aspect, but totally fine if it's you doing your own whole group a cappella by yourself. Do solo acts need to be performed live in the audition tape, or should they be pre-recorded or mixed? Either or, if you're able to mix it and have it sound as good as you can, if you have that ability, that's obviously only going to help you. But if you can only sort of get one quick live take of yourself, we're not going to count it against you if you don't have the technical abilities at the time. Is the time limit contingent at all if a solo duet is a little over 3 minutes? For your audition video, we'll give you a little bit of wiggle room as far as those, 10 seconds, 20 seconds off. But when it comes to the show, just because we do have a lot of acts, we're going to parse it down and make sure everyone's in those time limits. But we will work with you on that if you're led into the show. 2 more, and then we're done. Well, unless you have more, you can always ask more. For a band, how much flexibility is there when we submit versus our actual vision? Like, can we throw together a demo, but we don't know what the visual element? Yes, so that's kind of something that's really different about this show. We understand that maybe you don't know exactly how to make it transfer over into this new virtual world we're working. That's why we have our awesome production crew. They're going to help you in every way possible. I would say really try to give us the best audition tape that you possibly can. So maybe not throwing together a demo the day before it's due, but just put your best foot forward, and we will, if you have a lot of room in the write-ups to explain to us, maybe if you had any issues tech-wise or what your real potential vision is, and we will make sure to take all of that into consideration. Are we expected to have more like a grid video with all of us, since a lot of us will be in different places? If you watch the show from last year, which is on springsing2020.com, for the site from last year, there were a few groups that did sort of like a grid singing all together, and it was all mixed and mastered. Maybe it's just the vocals that are all mixed and mastered all together, and perhaps you have a video that includes you all, but isn't necessarily all of you just sitting at your Zooms and singing. So we'll talk all together once you're in the show and talk about how we can make the best possible way to show your act and your song. How long can a dance piece be? I believe it's 4 minutes for a dance piece. So no longer than that. Again, we can work with all of that once you're in. Do the performers film their performances themselves? That's, again, something we're going to work with you. We have our production team. The purpose of the production team is to be able to give you all those tools. Again, we're working with people across the country in different parts of the world. So maybe perhaps we'll be able to help you rent some equipment, or if not, maybe we'll have you film it with your phone and then try to work with different video editors to make it look as good as we can. We're just going to work and roll with the punches. We don't know, but we are prepared to help you in any way that we possibly can. Are there any COVID specific rules for the audition/performance? COVID is the big end all question that we're going to keep working with. Our biggest thing is that we are going to be doing this as safely as possible. We're going to be abiding by all of UCLA's guidelines. So if you are a solo duet, obviously that's no issue, because you're going to be able to, if you are in the same sort of germ pool pod as a person, that really, eliminates lots of your issues. But really, it's for the audition at that point, it's your decision. Obviously, we hope that you're being safe. But for the actual production of the performance, we're going to make sure that everyone is really abiding by those rules and necessities. For a solo and duet, could we send 2 different songs with the application? Please just send us one, because for a solo duet, it's easy for you to sort of send us your one song. One song is great. To follow up on your statement that we could have a demo, can we have a mixed demo but not a video? We have a concept, but our current recording session is built for the ICCA schedule. Great question. The video is for us to sort of get an idea of how you perform, since that's kind of hard to get from just a demo. But if that is all that you can give us, we will take it. Just give us a very thorough explanation about sort of why that is and what your concept is. But again, the video kind of serves you a good purpose, because we can see what you look like when you're performing and emoting. But if you have an awesome mixed demo, then we will take that as well. Are people required to socially distance in their audition videos? For your audition videos, we trust you. You're sort of liable for your own situations. Once you're in the show, we'll talk about it. But again, you're working independently, and we're just sort of giving you a platform. So you're not required to socially distance in your audition videos, but we're hoping that you're making it happen in a safe, awesome way. For a dance group, could our application be more content and mapping focused with a smaller video component? Yes, absolutely. Dance groups, I understand. I am a dance major. This is a big issue, and we have this new dance category. Just give us what you can. Give us as much of your concrete vision as possible. Like everything, Adrian, you just said in that question, as far as a very detailed plan for how the video would be edited. All of that is great and makes it easier for us to visualize what that is going to look like. And if we get accepted, will the performance be occurring live, or will they be pre-recorded? The performance will be pre-recorded and then live streaming at the time of the show being presented on May 21st. So you can gather all your friends for a big viewing party, and everyone will be watching all of the acts in a synchronous show in real time, with opportunities to comment, hype up your friends. So it'll be very interactive, but it will be all pre-recorded, and then you will turn it in, and we'll sort of put it into one cohesive show. Are there any other oh, they're in the chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bella, I'm gonna give you a break from speaking. That was incredible. And I'm gonna ask you a question from our
Okay.
very own Michaela.
Let's hear it.
That is, if we're taking winter quarter off academically, does this affect anything about being able to apply or participate?
No, if you are taking, I think if it's for company and you've been gone for fall and winter and you're wanting to come back specifically just for spring, we might need to have a little conversation since you're going to be making content that's specific to UCLA. And if you've been gone, even if we're all around but you haven't been enrolled, that's a different conversation. For talent, if you're gone in the winter, that's okay. That doesn't affect your eligibility. Also not for production, but you will have to be able to demonstrate that you have the time to make the time commitment to be able to do your job. Anyone else? Anyone? Are there more in the chat? I'm looking. Are parodies considered original songs or covers? That is such a good question. If this is for company, I guess it doesn't matter. For talent, I don't know. I guess kind of both. Submit it, and if we are obsessed with it, then we'll bend some judging rules to figure it out. In the application, should we state/introduce ourselves or simply record our act? If you want to introduce yourself at the beginning, go crazy, but you don't have to. We have it all in your written application. Anyone else? For the 34 of us still left in here? Oh, did I answer all these? Answer this, answer this, answer this. Okay, last second. Any other? Okay, well, if you have any other questions, thanks for those of you that stayed there and listened to me talk with no breath in between for a long time. I am going to stop the recording.